Everybody, welcome back with the Purplatypus is the name, and welcome to a Pokemon TCG Pocket game. Quick PSA. I just went to McDonald's and I got a Happy Meal. Not only did I get a Pokemon toy, I got 2 free packs and 12 Wonder Pick hourglasses. So I got 24 hourglasses of the normal and then 12 of the thing. So if you get a Happy Meal at a McDonald's, at least in the United States, you could probably get a couple packs, and guess what, you even get a hamburger out of the deal, so it's not all that bad. We're talking about the legendary deck 7 today. I'm not very creative, I don't name my decks, but if I had to name a deck, I guess this would be Dark High, because it's like Darkrai. So this deck, I'm gonna be straight up with you, I don't yet know if this is optimized, but let's kind of talk through the deck, and I'll give you an idea of the function of it, why cards are chosen, and then why some cards aren't chosen, and basically where we need to be. And then we'll play some games. So we are running 3 different Pokemon chains, basically. We're running the Coughing Wheezing, the classics. This is the only Coughing I have. I think there might be another Coughing, but honestly, he just does a good job. He is totally fine. I like having a 1 retreat cost on him. Wheezing continues to be a great card. Just the 30 damage plus the poison for only 1 energy on 110 body, stage 1. It's just a very solid card in general. He's good at pushing out a decent amount of damage, not dying in one shot, while also just having, a little bit of a wall. He's a wall that you can't ignore because he deals enough damage. The 3 retreat cost is going to be counteracted by Koga, but we'll talk about that in a second. We're also running the Sneasel line, not because Sneasel is good, but holy bonkers. Scratching Nails, Weevil EX is crazy. If your opponent's active Pokemon has damage on it, this attack does 40 more damage. So this is a stage 1 energy, 70 damage. I've never hit for under 70 damage in this. Wheezing, poisoning stuff, and the next card we're going to talk about, Darkrai, we've already mentioned them, are going to help with this. Also, 140 HP, that's pretty beefy, bro. You could tank a lot with 140 HP. And again, 70 damage is very good. So the deck is built around Weevil and this here Darkrai. I opened 2 of these on my first 10 pulls, my 10 packs of the new set. And I was like, all right, I guess I'm going to build a set around, a deck around these guys. I have not been disappointed in Darkrai. This guy is jacked. Whenever you attach a darkness energy from your energy zone to this Pokemon, you do 20 damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. This is like even better than Greninja, I think. I don't remember exactly, but this is a basic build also. So you're going to put an energy on this guy. He's going to hit whatever's active for 20 damage. What's very important is he does not need to be your active Pokemon. He could be on your bench. So if you're using Darkrai on your bench and Weevil on the front row, you are able to put an energy on Darkrai and then attack with Weevil, doing 70 damage because you've now damaged them for 20. So you're actively attacking for 90 a turn for 1 energy, which is even better than Pikachu. And this is essentially non-conditional. It's an easier condition than Pikachu is. So these 2 work together incredibly well. Wheezing is just kind of like, I don't think running only these 2 Pokemon is good enough. Wheezing does a good job. You need to run Darkness. You can't run anything else because you need only Darkness energy. You could run maybe Colorless. Maybe you could run like a Farfetch'd or something to go more aggro. Wheezing has just been good for me because sometimes you don't pull the Darkrai right off the top. If you don't rip the Darkrai, it could be pretty hard to like get the Weevil going. So I have again, I don't know if this deck is optimal, but I have found Wheezing to be pretty good. So the main combo you're going to have in this deck is going to be between Weevil, Darkrai, and Dawn. So what Dawn here does is you move an energy from one of your benched Pokemon to your active Pokemon. I think this might be one of the strongest cards in the new set. Actually kind of bonkers, and it just allows you to... People aren't playing around you getting a double energy on most turns, especially like maybe if you're running like a Lieutenant Surge deck or you're running a Misty deck or something, people are expecting that. But when you're running like a Darkrai, people are going to start expecting it, but people still aren't playing around the fact that you could just double up on energy on any Pokemon in the game. This card has been bonkers. So here's what you typically do. Even on as early as turn 2, right? Or whenever, whenever you can attack for the first time. Turn 1, you play the Sneasel, you play out the Darkrai in the back row, and then you could do nothing. Turn 2, you evolve the Sneasel into Weevil. Then you put an energy on Darkrai, hitting the opposing Pokemon for 20. You then Dawn to get the energy from your Darkrai onto your Weevil, and then hit them for an additional 70. So on turn 2, you're hitting them for 70. That is, I think that's even before they can evolve their Pokemon, right? So if they're running like a weak basic on the front line, then it's absolutely going to destroy them. And if it doesn't destroy them, it's going to leave them really low. In fact, that's another reason we are running 2 Rocky helmets in the new set, from the new set, because if you deal 90 damage to them and then they want to attack you back, you're effectively having done 110 damage, right? So sometimes they can't even attack you because of Rocky helmet. So that is the kind of the main combo. You're trying to get Weevil out there with a Rocky helmet, and as early as turn 2, attacking with a Dawn and a Darkrai. Then you're just putting energy on the Darkrai until Weevil's about to die. You retreat it. You finish up with Darkrai. You always have Weezing there as well, because again, you don't always get the perfect draw. So we are running the basics here. We're running 2 Pokeballs, 2 Professors. I do think we are running a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trainers. That's a little, I think 6 is about as high as I want to go. I don't want to go higher than that because games aren't going to be much longer than 6 turns at all. So you're not going to be able to use all of them if you have them, all right? And you pretty much always want to use Professor's Research, I feel like. So we are running 1 Sabrina. I think it's debatable whether or not you need another one. It's not that you want 2 Sabrinas. Laliette taught me this. It's not that you want 2 Sabrinas. It's that you always want to have access to 1. And if you have 2 in your deck, you're way more likely to have access to 1. But because we're doing so much damage so fast, it doesn't feel as necessary. And I felt like it was kind of coming up. I drew it kind of when I needed it. Wasn't too worried about it. And the 1 Koga, again, this could be a mistake because I'm running Weezing. Maybe I want to run a different line and run a second Sabrina. Koga is just a great card when you're running Weezing. It is kind of an annoying situation when you draw the Koga and you don't have a Weezing out, or you draw the Weezing, you want to retreat it, you don't have a Koga. That has come up for me a couple times, but it never caused me to lose. It was just unoptimal, basically. However, when you get the Weezing out, you get to start dealing damage, and you could just, because you only have 1 energy on it, so they're not thinking you're going to retreat it, which you could always, you know, I have done a play where, you know, you put an energy on it, then you Dawn another energy, then you retreat, and then you can attack. Like, that exists. But honestly, just having access to a Koga every now and then will let you dish out a surprisingly large amount of damage. Do be careful, though. If you Koga and you have a Rocky helmet on the Pokemon, the Rocky helmet just goes into the graveyard. But Weezing is a great Rocky helmet holder. You just put it on your Coffin in the early game, you evolve into Weezing, you poison them, you hit them a couple times, and you're set. So not much more to talk about here. You know, we got some card draw. You got to run double Pokeball because Darkrai is a basic, as you can tell, very basic Pokemon, basically like a Pikachu. Rocky Helmets has been insane just for dishing out tons of damage. Professor's Research, Sabrina, Dawn. So Dawn, that's funny. The strongest cards in this set, in this deck by far, I feel like are Dawn, Weevil, Darkrai, and Rocky Helmet. And those are the 4 cards from the new set. So the old stuff in this deck is definitely falling behind a little bit, but you can't replace the classics. The classics are still there for a good reason. Anyway, enjoy the games. Let me know how you like it. You might see a different layout because I think I switched them partially the way through the games. Anyway, much love. Purplatypus is Purplatypus. I'll see you on the flip-flops. Bye! All right, guys, let me know how you like this new layout after this game. I had a normal layout where you just could see the full game and I was like this. It's fine, but it looked a little small, so I cut off the bottom and moved it over here. This is exactly what Mega Mogwai does, actually. So originally I did my own version of the layout where I also cut out the top. Basically, I was just trying to make it look better because I switched from a tablet to like a phone. But let me know how you like it. All right. Also, if you do like it, thank you, Mega Mogwai, for the inspiration. Yours just looks better. I'm just trying to find something that works. But I am in widescreen, so that is the objectively best aspect ratio. My dad always told me growing up I was going to grow up to be a full screen. Well, look at me now, Dad. Widescreen. From here to, okay, let's play the game. So over here. We got a coffee. Coffee's pretty good. Afraid of that Blastoise, though. Degalia. And only 2 energy. It has that energy beam, and it'll be able to hit us for 100. But we get to go first. No Pokeball. Why do my opponents get all the Pokeballs? Their name is only one character long. I suspect. It looks like one character. Got to be careful not to touch my face too much in these videos now that my face is all big. Sometimes when I'm small in the corner, I don't think anyone would even notice. Yeah, we're gonna do that. I kind of don't want to put the Rocky helmet on yet. Why? I don't... Attack abuse? Oh, I'm sorry, you're right. It just feels like not using the Rocky helmet yet might... I don't think I'm gonna get red carded, and I want to... It's like a Magic the Gathering rule. You just keep as much information as you can for as long as you can. I really hope we win, because this person has a crazy amount of money here. This is not what we're looking for. I guess we put it on this. No card draw is pretty rough. Go ahead and use the gas leak. Gas leak. His basic is probably going to be our stage 1, but we got a Rocky helmet. That should help. I'm not even doing the math. I don't want to use the supporter card. I thought I turned that off. Maybe in this version I didn't. Never show me this again. It's kind of a cool card. I mean, look at all the shiny boys. Maybe that one's not that shiny. Maybe it's a 2-star, not a 3-star, I guess. So you deal 30 to me, but you get to ramp your entire bench. You take 20. I'm never gonna make it through this guy without... Oh my god. This does not look like a deck. This does not look like a deck. We're never going to retreat this guy, so let's just tackle. Never show me that again, please. I mean, if he attacks us, he dies, and then we get the first attack on the Metal Boy, but we never fucking beat that thing. Ever. Rocky helmet will... Oh, it doesn't quite kill him? I must have mathed wrong. Okay. Still no Darkrai. It's okay. Don't worry about it. It doesn't matter if we attack or not. Sure. We could skip the attack and he dies to poison, or we could attack him, he brings it in. Either way, he's going to kill our guy without getting poisoned first. Very annoying. It looks like we're ahead, but we're not at all. $20 more HP is going to be pretty much we're not going to be able to beat that, right? He only hits for 100, but he could retreat and hit for 120, but that still doesn't beat the Weevil EX. That does counteract our Rocky helmet for a turn. We're just gonna hope that they don't have... Well, to be fair, none of our Pokemon here are EX, so Weezy not being EX means that he has to go through a second one, right? This is good. We're not retreating. We're going to slap you with the old one, too. In case we get red carded at this point, I think we got to put this down. We are hoping... I mean, if they Sabrina us, we're in trouble. Are we? Maybe not, because we'll be able to retreat that next turn. We could use Dawn to take the energy from him. We could use Dawn to move the energy here. Retreat him and attack for 70. Then he hits us for 100, but then he's forced to retreat, or he's forced to retreat. I think that's the play. I think we move the Darkrai. I think we retreat the Weezing, put out our Weevil EX, and then I think we attack with our Scratching Nails for 70. Because now they're on a one-turn clock, so they have to retreat, because I don't think they could do the 140 in one hit. We got this. X speed. I mean, X speed's good. Makes it a 1 retreat cost. A 0 retreat cost. Double X speed. That's pretty brutal. That changes everything. They didn't have enough to attack, though. They don't kill us in the next attack, I don't think. We could retreat you and just poison tackle you. No, but you actually just die. But you're allowed to die. We could always retreat you next turn, I guess. We'll just do the... That's not an attack, so it deals the 20 damage. And then you take 50. So you're still dead if you... I thought that changed everything, but maybe not. Because I thought he'd be able to attack, but he retreated and then was unable to attack. Even though he didn't have to discard any energy. I really want to beat him because he has every shiny card that exists. I don't even think this card's in their deck to... I don't even think they generate energy for that card. I think that card's just in the deck because they like it. Okay. I don't think there's a way to do 140. There we go. Oh, man. Wheezing did some good work there. When we had double coughing, I didn't know if it was going to work, but there we go. We got it. I think this is genuinely the most fun I've had with any deck in this game so far. I love the concept of like putting energy on my backline and it dealing damage. The fact that Weevil is not my favorite style of card, but Darkrai is. The fact that they work really well together is just like nice. We're starting with the coughing, but we did get both a Rocky Helmet and a Professor, so like we're actually pretty good. Also, Dawn, like you saw before, could be used for some pretty tricky plays. Dawn is an incredibly powerful card. Well, this doesn't look that impressive, does it? This will deal 20 damage. We do the Professor. Do. Haha, do, Professor. What does Rocky Helmet read? If the Pokemon this card is attached to is in the active spot. Okay, so it doesn't work if they hit our backline. Well, let's just hold. Yeah, we should put the Darkrai down. It is going to deal more damage to us, I guess, or whatever, but I'm not super concerned about that. Let's see what they do here. Because we could hit them for 1, 2, 3, 4. We could hit them for 60 if they attack us here. Which is not enough. If we draw a Wheezing off the top, we have lethal on this if they don't play anything. Well, now they played that. Are they going to do this into the Dawn? No Dawn. Okay. We did get the Wheezing, so we get to kill their Spirit Comb, right? Because this is 30, 40, 50. Oh, if that's only if they attacked us. Okay. I'm still gonna do it. Do I want to use my Dawn? I think I do. I think just getting the energy here is good for a little bit of extra damage. It means if they do attack us, they die. But they are going to be at 10 health. But it means that we could just, we get to kill them with the Darkrai trigger now. All right, then we get to poison their Darkrai. Then it will be able to hit us for 80 and we'll die. Now, we won't quite, okay, you're right. We'll be at 10 HP. So I actually think it's in their best interest maybe to attack. It's hard for me to say. Okay, well, we will die, duh, because the energy. I'm so bad at calculating around Darkrai right now. Also, I will say I'm playing this on LD player. I highly recommend it. This shit is so good. Do we even bother killing it? Do we just go for their Darkrai? I think we just do this. Kill their boy up front. Don't need to Sabrina it. But now we could force them to put out whatever Pokemon we want, assuming we want to kill the Snivel here, right? Which is what they put out. This will do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 70, 80, 90. I'm trying to think if I want to Sabrina this out. They'll attack us and kill us, and we won't be able to attack back. We could put this on it, 90, 100, 110. Okay. I don't think Sabrina is the right choice. I think we just tackle here. They can kill us, but they are going to take 20 damage in return. Which should be fine. Now all we got to do is kill that. Well, they must have Dawn. I really hope they don't, though. If they don't have Dawn, this is fantastic. Damn, okay. To be fair, we haven't drawn ours yet. They are going to take 20. I think I have to put out this one. And he's going to be able to just retreat it. It retreats for 1. It's so strong. Oh, no. Koga, you're right on fucking time, bro. We are going to be able to Sabrina it out if they don't play anything else, though, and I don't think we're dead. I don't want to retreat. I don't want to Sabrina. We want them to retreat, put the energy on this, attack us, and then we Sabrina this out, and they don't play anything else. That's our goal. That's not what we want. I doubt they retreat into that. We failed step 1. Them having choice with Sabrina is not ideal. But they have to retreat the Weevil. Do they retreat it into the Sabrina and just deal us 20 damage? And then next turn we go to 120, then we go to 100, then they do another 70. We're still fine. Retreat costs 2 less, okay? Unfortunately, this card is fucking us up right now. We would have won right here. We can still see what they got for us, because we could still retreat. Coughing, you are exactly what I wanted to see. Where is our... Man, alright, well, we're gonna Sabrina. Man, we were so close. I mean, if they just put out the wrong one, they lose. Okay. Why did you do that? Did you forget that that's an EX Pokemon? They just chose the wrong one. Okay, there we go. You played your outs, and sometimes your outs are your outs. We were, honestly, I think we were pretty close, but we had definitely lost that. Ooh. All right, let's keep our win streak going. I mean, I don't know what's considered an aggro deck in Pokemon. I guess this could be considered an aggro deck. Like, is Pikachu considered aggro? It's there doesn't seem to be, like, full-on mid-range. I'm not sure. The difference between aggro mid-range and like a late game deck feels pretty tight in the amount of turns where you're online. Starting with the coughing is not ideal, but starting with a coughing and a Pokeball is pretty good. I mean, I like coughing, don't get me wrong. Rocky Helmet has been fantastic. I like it a lot on coughing too, especially when you get that Koga and you save it from dying. But I guess it's worse than retreating in the sense that you lose the Rocky Helmet. But they got a lot of cards out, I'll give them that. Doesn't look like a lot of power, but they've got a water basic and they got a fire energy coming up. A fighting, a grass, a water, a fire, a colorless. Okay. Well, you know what? We drew both coughings. We're guaranteed to draw one of the other two now. And it was the Dark Boy. So we do what we do best. But we don't have the Dawn. But all things considered, I think I'd rather put this on this guy. They both are going to do 20 damage. And this guy eventually can attack for 80. They can't even attack next turn, right? Like, I don't even know if I want to put... I'll do it. All right, I'll do it. All the retreat costs are... Like, they could stall a while for retreating. What is... Can I even put this in the video? What is their deck? I hope I lose. If I lose, this is going in the video. Nothing that I see makes any sense at all, and that's what I want to see. I want to lose to something here. This isn't like Magic the Gathering where you see cards you don't recognize and then suddenly there's this crazy combo. It's genuinely not like that. This is just like, oh, this shit just doesn't work. These shitty cards don't work together. But we will go ahead and take an energy off our boy, get that 40 damage in, step up in case we get red carded. Also, playing another card like this can help you play around a Sabrina. If you have multiple choices, Sabrina is so strong when they have one other choice. If your opponent has 3 other choices and they get to pick the one that's best for them, Sabrina definitely loses a lot of power. Although Sabrina is insanely good. But I do think playing out your basics in Gen is better. I think holding the information of what you could have is much less good, especially in the current state of the game. I think you want to, in case you get red carded, in case you get Marsed, in case they get Sabrina'd, I think it's better just to put it all out there because it's better in all those situations. If the bench sniping decks become pretty powerful, then maybe I'll change my mind. I am going to make a bench snipe deck pretty soon. Bench, please. Let me know how you like this layout. I don't know if I said that in any of the clips that I'm keeping or not, but it should be pretty easy to play. Like I was saying, I'm in widescreen now, buddy. Look at that. Look, I don't even know if I could end it on this game. What are they doing? They're thinking, man. They're thinking, wait a second. Did I put every type in this deck and then get 2 fire in a row? But water's coming up. To be fair, we're on a very slow start right now. So I think that we're going to be fine, but we're definitely on a slow start. I mean, yeah, this shit's slow. It's aight. Darkrai hitting for like... Darkrai feels like he's a little too pushed. But if the dark energy thing did 10 damage, I don't know if he would be good enough. Maybe the Dark Prism could do 60. Because that would make him feel quite a bit worse, but not in most scenarios. Oh, look at that. He's got the Dragonite. All right. I mean, I guess we're going to do this. I'm not going to Sabrina. A little open for that coughing, bro. Okay. Or when I say coughing, you know what I mean. We don't even need to put the energy on that. We can just put the energy on this. We got the Koga. Do we need to poison him? Nah. Oh, we do actually. Yeah, he won't die without the poison. Then you give him the old tackle. I I don't know what's the optimal version of this deck is gonna be, but I am quite happy where it's currently at. Honestly, the main reason I'm gonna keep this game in, probably not at the last game anymore. Probably gonna do a different game last because a little anticlimactic. But I just I don't have. It's going on, you know, 1:30 a.m. here. I gotta get this video edited and go to bed for work. 70 damage. Let's go. We had no chance. What were we gonna do against this kind of god, bro? Oh my goodness. All right, we can kill him with this. We can kill him with this. We can kill him with 30, 40. We can kill him. Yeah, let's just look at Weezing's already been doing the work. Let's just let it kill it. We can kill him with all 3 of these cards. This deck does feel incredibly flexible. I think the 1 of Koga is the right amount. I don't feel like I need more than that. There we go. Congratulations to us. We are officially card gamers. This is my favorite deck. I've actually been in love with this deck, so let's go to the next victim, please. Hey, listen, what deserved or not, we won a game without drawing a Weevil, whatever the first one's called. Sniffle? I don't know. I'm not good with these not first-gen Pokemon names. I know all the Pokemon in first generation: Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur, Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise, Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, Caterpie. We do have the Weezing already, but we got the Wheezy boy too. But you're way, but you know what? Without a bigger boy, I think we just put out our cake and eat it too. It's a Sneasel and a Weevil. That'll be like a Sneasel and a Coughle, you know, cough and sneeze, sneeze and cough. We did get the Dawn. Dawn, da, Dawn, Dawn, Dawn. I actually much prefer going second. But we got a Koga. That's actually pretty nice. We could poison them, retreat, and Sneasel. It's still like not ideal. But being able to just retreat Weezing for free is huge. You do lose the energy attached to it. I'm pretty confident. You know what? I haven't seen this guy yet. That seems like a cool Pokemon. So put the Weezing out. We're not using Koga this turn, but we will use Professor. I will use Pokeball. We're bound to find it eventually. We are not going to put the energy on him. Don't be fooled. Don't fool yourself, because I already used the trainer. Got to remember that. Put the Rocky helmet on. I don't know if I actually am doing this because I want to see if we get the Rocky helmet back. All right, first you get gassed, then you get assed. Gotta remember to not do it next turn if I use the Koga also. Gotta remember to, if I use Koga, to not try to use Dawn to win. I've made that mistake. I don't know if it made it into this video, but I definitely made that mistake. I won, but it's because they left. They would have won if they had come back. Oh! So here's what we do. We Gas Leak. We Pokeball. We Koga. We Weevil. We Coughing. I thought we'd get our Rocky helmet back. We did not. Worth keeping in mind. We Weevil. We Coughing. Wheezing. We Scratch. And you die to the poison. Died to the poison. You have no energy on your board. What do? You have 0 energy on turn 3. You put out your character that has nothing going for it. They are currently dead on board. We hit for 90 damage. They are dead on board. What do you have? A retreat cost? I thought so, you motherfucker. All right, well, here's what we do. We put down the Darkrai. We do the Nightmare Aura. We Rocky Helmet for laughs. Rocky Helmet has been so good, by the way. We don't need to use a trainer. Now, okay, you've now extended the game a turn, and you are in the exact same spot, but slightly worse than you were before. You have no energy on your board. You can't beat the Wheezing. I think it was mostly Wheezing there. That Poison Koga into the Weevil hit and the Rocky Helmet were exact. Oh.